Great kilts. How do you wear them? What do you do? And how do they work? That's what we're talking about today, everydaykt 404. Well, great kilts are, for lack of a better explanation, a huge blanket. Massive piece of fabric that you wrap around yourself. It can be your clothing, your shelter, your rain protection. It can be all of these things. But it is not for the faint of heart, because being a very large piece of fabric that is basically held on by a brooch, maybe, and a belt, the opportunity for mishaps is insanely high. I know that there have been a couple of folks over in the Brotherhood of the Kilt group talking about wearing a great kilt out to do random things. Be careful, because you literally have a belt holding everything together. If that belt goes, you are au naturel. If something shifts, there's not a whole lot holding things where they need to be. So you have to be really aware of where your clothes are all the time. I mean, most people take that for granted, but in this particular case, you got to know exactly what's going on where and how. Zip lining or skiing or all these other things. In a regular kilt, like when I say regular, I mean a sewn kilt, maybe. In a great kilt, done the traditional fashion, where it's just wrapped around you, pleated by hand, and then belted on, you're a very brave soul if you're going to go do a lot of physically active activities wearing a great kilt. I give you massive kudos. I don't have the cojones to do that. I'll stick with my short kilts, as they're sometimes called. But if you're going to wear the great kilt, make sure you've got the thing belted on. It overlaps nicely, because the last thing you want is that thing to part in the middle, and all of a sudden, hi, how you doing? Here's everything. So just keep an eye on what goes where, and where your clothes are. And otherwise, go have a blast. So talking about we'll talk about some Kiltology today. Volume 2. It's on Amazon. Go buy one. Alrighty. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this is something I've been dealing with today. Spent a good chunk of time today working in the garage. Kiltology number 236. The garage is every kiltie's nemesis. It is at the same time a black hole where things important to you go to vanish, and where mountains of useless crap seem to be invading your home from. Looks like I needed to edit that a little better. Make sure none of your kilts wind up in the garage. The resident tribe of scavengers will collect them and then turn them into a shanty roof. What does that mean? Keep your kilts somewhere safe and in your house and well taken care of, because if you chuck them in the garage, they will become, God only knows, they could become a rat house. They could become the lining, very comfy lining, of a robin's nest. Could be the dog's favorite new toy. You never know. So make sure you always know where your kilts are and what's going on with them. Make sure they're safe from all manner of natural disasters, no matter what they might be. And with that, I'll let you go. It's Sunday night. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow will kick ass because, well, I said so. That's why. Because it's Monday. I know where my coffee is. And I'm going to be strong and put my kilt on.